Hey, what up, everybody? Corey Taylor here, and you are watching Loudwire.
And another theme that you touch on throughout the book is the theme of empathy and the need for empathy.
Yeah.
And that might surprise some people from the guy who wrote People Equal.
Well, there's that.
But there's the other side to CMFT as well.
Absolutely.
About empathy. And, do you feel like people are lacking the right amount of empathy at this
absolutely.
point?
Yeah. And I'd love to know where it went. I'd love to know where that, where that needle came from in the heart of everything. Maybe that'll be what my next book's about. Trying to figure that out. When you can't put yourself in someone else's shoes, how are we supposed to relate to each other, let alone talk to each other or get each other to see each other's side of things? That is the very basis of our government, as the very basis of the way we run our government, is by compromise, not by absolutes, not by anything that resembles absolutes. That's how you set up a despot. You have to compromise. That's why when the two-party system does work, it works in a bipartisan manner.
Sure.
It's one of the reasons why we're seeing what's going on right now. You have Republican majority in the House and Congress, and not to mention the fact that you have a Republican president and a fairly stacked deck with the Supreme Court.
Yeah,
and
it's
yet
5-4 now.
And yet nothing is getting done. He can't even fill his cabinet, goddamn it. He can't fill his, all of the government positions that need to be filled. It's uncanny. I've never seen this happen. I've lived through some shit in this, I grew up in the Reagan years where it was a little crazy then. This makes this look like a fucking sitcom on Netflix, for Christ's sakes. Reagan was one of those people who very loved, very amicable, could empathize.
Oh, sure.
He had an agenda, but that agenda changed as he saw that the will of the people, for the good of the people, had to mean different things in different places. It wasn't a microcosm. It's the whole reason that Reaganomics didn't work in the first place. Even on a macro level, we're seeing this in Kansas. It doesn't work. People say, well, it works in local communities. Not really. And it's certainly not going to work if everything's deregulated to the point where a person can't make a living wage. But you have to have empathy, A lot of the people who hold an office now, they don't empathize with the people they represent. They couldn't even switch places with them for a day. You think Mike Pence could go and dig ditches for a day? Not even close.